Let's make some Geera pork for this festive season here at Jenny's Walk. So come on in, let's get started. Geera pork. Okay, foodies, so to put that lovely Geera pork together, here I have that pork. So you got a nice piece of pork shoulder with a piece of skin in it. And that will be really nice. So you get a little taste from the skin. Not too much fat, but leave some of the fat because the fat will just release some flavors into the Geera, into this Geera pork. So you don't want to cut it too big. You're going to cut it, take this little excess fat out. This is foodies, it's a Geera pork. So what we're going to do, I'm going to make my own Geera. So this is a whole cumin. So I'm going to give it my own parch, make my own little powder. So this is 2 teaspoonfuls. And here I got a nice little mixture of all type of spices. See, it have black pepper seeds and a whole bunch of different stuff. And this here is fennel seed. Going to drop that in there. This is coriander. You all know cilantro. Well, this is coriander seed. The seed of the cilantro is called coriander. And this is nigella. This is like a black sesame seed. Lots of flavors in there. So this is what I am going to be using. This have bay leaf and all of that also in there. As you can see, the mixture has bay leaf and cinnamon, cardamom pod, and other spices in there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give this a good little parch for like 5 minutes. So foodies, this is black cardamom, and I really want to open this up and take the seeds out of it. So there you go. You give it a good little open and just take those seeds out. So I'm going to do 2 of them. And this is toasting really nicely. It smells divine in the kitchen. So it's very, very low heat and just keep moving them up. So foodies, to this I want to add some chilies. Now you could add chilies how you like your chilies. I have here the Kashmir chilies, which is very, very mild. And I have this one. I can't remember the name of this chili, but it is a bit spicy. So give all of them a good little parch, as you can see, and it's going to be done in like 1 minute. So foodies, this is what it looked like. I'm going to do it in 2 parts. So you just put it into your coffee grinder and just give it a little press, just like so. Get it all powdered. Okay, foodies, my nose is burning me and my throat is burning me, and we all know why. So this looks marvelous, but give it a good mix because I did it in 3 parts. So you really want all those spices to combine together. So this is our Geera that we're going to be using for this lovely Geera pork here from Jenny's Walk. So in here, my foodies who follow me know I do my sofrito, which is green herbs. This is bandania and podina and marjoram, scallion, flat parsley, curly parsley, a whole bunch of everybody from the backyard is inside there. So now my meat is all washed clean and nice, and I drain it really well. So to this I want to add some lemon oil. I'm going to leave the link for you. If you have fresh lemon juice, go ahead, but this is very potent, so I want to use some of that. This is sumac. My foodies know I love to use Middle Eastern ingredients. This is tangy. This is great for meats. So I'm going to leave the link also for the sumac in the description box where you could pick this up at in Amazon. And here I have my ginger garlic paste. This is lovely. Going to give a lot of flavor in there. I didn't add any spices yet to this, like hot pepper and all of that. So I'm going to be adding that last. So I want to give this green mixture here. Let me get the correct spoon, my little spatula, and let's get all this green stuff mixed in. So foodies, now I want to add some chili flakes. We did add some chilies when we was doing our mixture. So I'm going to add a teaspoonful. This is not very hot. It's very much mild. And now I want to add some mustard oil. I'm going to eyeball. This is edible mustard oil. I see some of my foodies, they say mustard oil is only for amchar. My dear foodies, keep looking at Jenny's Walk and you're going to learn a lot. So a little bit of mustard oil goes in there. Mustard oil will help break the muscles down and help in marinating your meat. So now when we add our concoction here, our mixed spices here, the cumin is just going to get into that meat. Especially you leave this up to 6 hours, as I say, it's recommended. Now we're going to add that Geera. Now this is very dark, so we're going to go with 1.5 tablespoons will be just enough for how much pork I have in here. This jeera is just going to go into the meat and the oil is going to help marinate it, and you're going to get a wow. The first bite your guests will take will just look at you, their face will light up, and they're going to say, wow, you did it. Can I have your recipe, please? And all you're going to say to them foodies is, follow Jenny's walk. Everything is there. You're going to love me. You're going to thank me when you make this. So this is all done now. We're going to let this marinate. I'm going to put it into the refrigerator for overnight or up to 6 hours. Or some of you may want to do it up to 3 hours. Not a problem. Let it marinate. And then we're going to get cooking our lovely Geera pork here from Jenny's Walk. Don't forget to like and share this lovely video with your friends and family. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, foodies, so now my pot is on the fire. Let's start cooking that Geera pork. I'm going to raise the heat a little bit, my clay pot. And I add regular oil, just 1 tablespoonful. And here I have 2 medium onions. I dice really fine. Dice is dice, but finely diced. And I want this to cook for a good 7 minutes, because I want all that sweet flavors to come out of that onions and get into our Geera pork. To this, I want to add a bay leaf that I break it up. It's pretty big, and I have here green chili, dry Kashmir chilies. So let this continue cooking. So this looks really good now, my dear foodies. So in here I have cumin, fenugreek, and I have black mustard seed that I want to give this a good little parch, or let it fry up in here. So this looks really good now, and now I want to add some curry leaves. So let me give this a good minute. Let everybody let their flavors out with the curry leaves and those spices. So the kitchen smells divine. The meat smells really marinated and well. So delicious. I'm drooling here. So now I'm going to add that Geera pork that have been marinating for overnight into the pot. And you know, foodies, we did not add any salt, but I will not add any salt at this point. I will let this marinate. Let all this marinated meat now infuse together with all the spices that I have in here. And let's see how it looks. I also have the remainder of the spices that we will be adding to the Geera pork when it starts cooking. So we give it a good mix. Lovely dish here from Jenny's Walk for the festive season, the holiday season. Geera pork, a #1 in those beautiful islands in the Caribbean, especially Trinidad and Tobago, and in that big country of Guyana, where it is made around the festive time for when you want to eat or drink, have some beer and all of that. Lovely Geera pork is a #1 to have. Okay, foodies, so let's take a look and see what's going on there. Okay, so you see the pork, the Geera pork, let all this water out on its own. So I'm going to leave this open now and let it cook up really nicely and burn all this liquid off. Divine dish here from Jenny's Walk, Geera pork. Okay, foodies, the pot is calling me, and as you can see, there's only oil in there now. There's no water. All that fresh water is all burnt out. So at this point now, I want to add the salt, because remember, we didn't add any salt. I really wanted the flavors to come into the meat, because when you put salt, salt will break the muscles down in the meat and let a lot of water out, and I really want the spices to get into it. I don't want it to release more water. I want spices to get into the meat and flavor it up so you can really get that Geera taste. So now what I want to do, the same Geera that we all blended, I had some left. So I'm going to add just a little more to it now. And we're going to add water to boil this meat now, because this meat needs cooking. So in my clay pot, you know, you have to add boiling water. So in goes some boiling water. I don't know how tough that meat is. So I add there a good 2 1/4 cup of water. And I'm going to let this cook on low heat and let that pork really cook. And I'm going to fish all these leaves out as soon as I get all the flavors out of them. So there you go, foodies. The pot is calling me. This looks divine. This is all done now. And as you can see, all the water is gone. There's only oil you're seeing in there. So now let me fish all these leaves out and let's do a lovely presentation here. This is Geera Pork from Jenny's Wok. So there you go, foodies. That lovely Geera Pork, all marinated well with our own spice mix that we made. And with that mustard oil. Divine dish here. Highly requested video and special request. For the festive season, the holiday season, this is what you're going to find in most homes. Lovely Geera Pork from Jenny's Wok. So don't forget to like and share this lovely video with your friends and family. And subscribe to my YouTube channel and join me on Facebook and Instagram. Divine dish here with a little lime juice. Squeeze it around. You could enjoy it as it is or as a meal. Thank you for joining me. From my kitchen to your kitchen. Happy cooking.